Hey Crash Bandicoot 4, I'm Time, he's Cable. Last time we beat up Cortex, so now he's like, I guess gonna stop being evil, maybe?
I might still indulge on the weekends, he says. I got a fossil field, he's gonna laser zap some skeletons, I guess. It's my weekend, he says.
I get to decide when the weekend is.
I get to decide when my weekend is. We don't all work 9 to 5s Monday through Friday.
Yeah, Crash. Unlike you.
Yeah, you stupid Bandicoot. Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my literal gun I will shoot them in the face with.
Blam, blam, blam. Oh.
Every time he pulls the trigger, you just see, like, parts of his body elongating and shifting and getting, like, thicker and whiter as he's changing the whole evolutionary spectrum.
Yes.
He's gonna come back and Crash is gonna be like a duck. Just a duck.
It's changing what he is in real time.
It's like a character creator. Every time he shoots his gun, a slider shifts a little bit on Crash.
It's like those... Like somebody just making something really weird in Dark Souls.
Look at goddamn Why Am I Alive? Thwomps that never wanted to thwomp.
I can turn them into bouncies too.
They're probably delicious too if you take a bite.
I recently saw that Long Man commercial series from Japan again. Time. It's a really good commercial series.
Funny.
It looked like that little square looked like a gummy and it reminded me of them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search a Long Man commercial. It's really good.
I apparently can't turn that into a thing. That plant is immune to blasting. Oh, it's a dinosaur.
That's called a dinosaur time.
Sorry, I only like barely saw it.
If you look a little into that tree it's next to, you'll see Dr. Grant with those 2 kids and he's about to sneeze on him because it has cold. Careful.
I haven't seen that movie, time will say.
Whoops.
Whoops. Careful, you only have 93 more Cortexes to burn through before you're gone forever.
Oops.
Do you think with Cortex it's not like he's trying again, it's just like he put another clone in the level?
Yeah, just like,
But each one's got like more and more defects.
Like eventually, like on the 58th death, he'll just show up and his head's like dragging on the floor behind it because it's too big. It's like, argh.
Why do you think Brio is like that?
That's Brio's fault. He keeps drinking that brew. But if he has clones, why didn't he just send the clones after the Coco bots in the previous game? Explain that, Naughty Dog.
They were unionized then, so he couldn't really do anything.
I can't buy the idea that he would have allowed them to unionize time. He couldn't even let his that grown scientists unionize.
I feel like it needs a little bit of auto-targeting, and it does not have a little bit of auto-targeting.
Time, have you considered getting good? Blah, 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 I'm just thirsty, but I can't get to my mouth.
Blah, whoop.
You have to lap it up, you stupid plant.
I didn't evolve for this, I'm a plant.
How are you even alive? I don't want your fruit, he says, just like stone cold executing the box. I don't want your fruit. Damn, that's violent, Mr. Cortex. It's almost like you were a bad guy or something.
I'm not very good at being a good guy yet.
I never promised to be a good guy to begin with, but...
I just retired from being evil.
I just retired from working for Clock King, actually.
Yeah.
I said I quit. I never said that I was a good guy.
He says right before shooting Crash in the back.
It's like, I'm leaving now. Get wrecked.
This was my evil plan.
To be a stooge for someone else until I got sick of it, Crash. So then you would lower your guard. Acid! And that's how he died in the middle of his monologue. His evil monologue. He just got spit in the face by a plant and died.
And then Crash bleeds out next to him while he dissolves. And it's like, wow, this got really dark. This 4th game went hard. I guess there were no winners here. I guess Clock King was a winner, but I guess Coco's still around. She can go stop him.
I mean, Coco and Tana and Dingo Dial, I guess, are still.
Then it just cuts to each one of them, and each one also suffered some like horrible fate.
No, who's gonna run Dingo's Diners now?
No, who's gonna run down now? And the Clock King just starts twirling his mustache. Who indeed?
Whoa.
Oh my god. I didn't realize that was his plan. Time.
Yeah, this entire thing was so he could take over Dingo Diner.
Why did the 5 or 6 individual developers that worked on this come up with that idea for Dingo Dial's Diner? I can't believe that was the end goal for Clock King. Whoa, that's why I killed you. It blew up the nitro, not the acid.
That might have been the acid, I'm not sure.
Wait, so it blew up the nitro and then you just walked into the acid and died?
Maybe?
That's fine.
Thing, there we go.
Gelatinized target.
Gelatinize.
Says Boo Cortex.
I can also turn them back into enemies if I want to for some reason.
If I'm feeling merciful that day.
I'm never feeling merciful.
You're kind of a jerk, Cortex.
I'm evil, Crash.
Idiot. Duh.
Duh. Yeah. I like the little flail he does.
His flail puts the flat ass top of his head forward like he's gonna bash into things. You see that? His anvil ass head. All those robots forged on this, Crash, he says, pointing at his head. Not my brain, literally my head.
Just literally forged on my head.
My head's very... I can multitask with this head, Crash. I think it up and then I hammer it away.
Whoa.
Don't have to leave my chair. Careful, Time. There's a Pokemon there that you can resurrect from that relic.
There is a Pokemon there.
What are those? What is it called? In real life?
That wasn't what I meant to do. Sorry, what?
What are those called in real life?
Which?
The numerous twisty lollipop relic fossils that we're seeing. I know that it's goddamn Kubo Tops or whatever the fucking Pokemon, but
they're
one of the only Pokemon that I can think of from the OG generation because the only one I cared about. So
I don't remember what they're called.
are there any other Pokemon they introduced that you had to get a fossil for in the other generations, or was it just those two?
Like almost every generation has a set of fossil Pokemon, I think.
Which one's the dumbest looking?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Pokemon. Told you I'd have to look something up. Pokemon fossils. On the Bulbapedia. There's a cute little picture of a Pikachu dressed as an archaeologist. Okay, Gen 1. Helix and Dome, those gave us, heckin', what are they called? And Old Amber. There were 3 in the first generation, actually.
Oh yeah, the Aerodactyl was also one of them, right?
The one that's from this, yeah, the pterodactyl one. It's just straight up a dragon again.
I know one of them, one of the gens had their fossil Pokemon be like jumbled up so that it was like 2 different Pokemon, but you could like put them together wrong in different like combinations.
I've never tried a volcano lair. Do good guys have volcano lairs? Much to learn.
Much to learn about being a good man. My own volcano lair. All I have to do is murder Clock King, and then I can finally be a good guy.
Look, Clock King has it coming.
Oh, is it, I see Generation 8 has fossil combination on here. That's probably what you're thinking of, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's 4 of them. One of these looks like it shouldn't. These are
On
stupid.
second thought, no volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hairs sizzling.
Well, make up your goddamn mind.
He's very indecisive.
Sorry, what the fuck is this thing? Hold on.
What's
Sorry,
what?
what the fuck is this thing? This looks broken. What happened here? Looks like they glued two things together.
Well, it's the thing where the fossils get jumbled up, so they did glue two things together.
I see that, but how does that work? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
The other ones don't come together. Okay, so I guess that's just the theme for Generation 8, it looks like. They just all look stupid. Oh no, because that same front part with the stupid laughing dragon with the Pikachu cheeks, that's like also in another one? That's in two of them, but the other parts that are in these other ones don't happen twice? Whatever. Pokemon, everybody. Who cares? It's not like this is a popular series or anything. Nobody cares about Pokemon.
Nobody cares about.
It's not like when a new one comes out, like Japan has to shut down their businesses for a day.
I left the Gigantizotron running overnight.
Sorry, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention.
He said I had to go ahead and shut down the lab when Pokemon Generation 17 came out. Because none of those scientists wanted to work. They had to want to play the game overnight. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Engine is really into it, actually, as it turns out.
Tim, you were really close to 100 lives.
Yeah,
On classic Dark Souls difficulty.
I don't think it let. Nope. I think it stops at 99 still. Oops.
What do you get if you get a life with 99?
I have no
Nothing
idea.
like a pat on the head, on the pat on your anvilized head.
Yeah, it's just like, good job.
It just reduces the death count of your level. Like, well, you're doing really good.
Reduces the death count.
I think they do that for Dragon Quest too, don't they? They shut down everything because it's like everyone's gonna be playing this fucking video. Oh, look, he's evil! He's evil! You're going the wrong way!
He's a devil.
Because he's a bad guy. That's fun. Can you imagine if there was a game that released in America like imagine if Halo was so popular
Yeah.
that businesses in America were like, we may as well just shut down for the day because nobody's gonna show up.
Every time they release a new Call of Duty.
Is Call of Duty still popular?
I think so.
But didn't the last two like Modern Warfare remakes that came out sell kind of poorly because they weren't very good?
I have no idea.
I mean, they probably sold well, but I think that the general consensus was like they screwed up the storyline or something, or the campaigns or some junk. Which, if they're remaking it, I don't see how they could, so maybe I'm just completely wrong. Is Call of Duty still popular? Don't bash my favorite series, he says, turning around, pointing his gun at the screen.
Yeah, Cortex loves Call of Duty.
He just cuts him in his lab, like after doing work for the day, like his feet are kicked up on his coffee table with his socks on, he's just playing Call of Duty. And it's just like got the realistic graphics and shit. Blow off some steam, Crash. I don't get very many wins. He only plays campaign, though, because he gets his ass kicked in multiplayer as well.
Yeah.
Which I can't blame him. Multiplayer sucks in those games. I hate it.
Yeah.
It says here in this real article that I'm reading, Call of Duty is dead forever.
Oh, it's dead forever.
Yeah, it's dead for nobody plays that anymore. Like right now, if you look right now, it's 0 players online.
They killed it, finally.
Don't pay attention to the date that this video uploaded. It applies no matter when you watch this video, it happened. If we just last long enough, what I just said will be true.
Someday.
If we can just get about 30 or 40 years in the future, yeah, it might be true.
30 or 40. God, can you imagine 30 years of Call of Duty? 30 more years?
You said that, I like how you corrected yourself. It's like, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to that time.
Yeah.
The first Call of Duty came out in like PS1. First Call of Duty game. At the time, it's already 21 years old. So if we can make 9 more years, it will be 30 years. And then I won't have to imagine because we'll be living in that world. Which way should I shoot? I'm gonna kill him. Who should I kill next? He asked you, and you chose. Who was over there? Time. Who did you just murder?
I'm not.
The ice world, I guess. Okay, because he
Yeah.
ran to the right. So, and there he is. I'm gonna melt all this ice.
You know, I'm just gonna let him do that because Ice World sucks.
We shouldn't play that level just so I can headcanon the fact that he was successful in everything he tried to do. He just melted every single ice cube there and caused an entire apocalypse for that entire world.
I guess we can go back and do
They're
that.
rolling around at the speed of sound. Are we playing more Cortex?
I guess we can do this Cortex level that just unlocked, sure.
There's a Tana level up there if you want to do some side stuff for this episode.
There is a ton of level up there.
Okay, we're doing side stuff this episode. So there's going to be Cortex Tana, and if there's any dingo dials, any dingo dilly that we can dial. You know what I mean? Rolling around at the speed of sound. It's too cold here. Time to warm things up. And then his gun turns to a flamethrower.
Yeah!
Reach the spot.
The spot.
Oh, this is still him as a bad guy. This is him like what he was doing to get ready for you before you fought him.
Oh.
So now we're actually playing the evil level, everybody. Oh no! Innocent swordfish!
Oh no! It's not Innocent Swordfish, my favorite character.
Oh no! Innocent Dodo?
Whatever that thing is, I don't think dodos can fly, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can't turn things into gelatinous cubes you can bounce on either time, but we're playing playing a video game. Let's suspend your disbelief for a second. What other bird has a beak like that?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's not that big of a beak. Dodos have big beaks, or had big beaks, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Weren't they also like fucking ginormous, like up to your knee or something? Which is why they were hunted so much, because they had so much meat on them. Fuck it, I'm hungry, said humanity. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this entire species. Again.
They did that to the Galapagos tortoises, too.
Hence why I said again, time. It's not like it's new. They did it to the buffalo, too. Are buffaloes still around? Aren't they like really rare, but they're still around?
There's... Whoop.
I can clone a new buffalo, just thaw me out.
There's definitely not anywhere near as many buffalo as there used to be, that's for sure.
Well, no.
But they're still, like, around.
A bunch of pioneers were like, man, I'm hungry. I'm like really hungry. I'm like kill a species hungry. What a waste.
Yeah.
Dodo bird. Man, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat like most of this, then just go ahead and wagon on. They were pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like what looks to be a little girl, probably around 6 years old or something. It's like up to her shoulder. Or I could use this actual measurement for how tall they were. Because I don't know how tall that little girl is, but that's just the first image that showed up was her looking at a skeleton of one. They were... Use the educational tag for this one. Where the hell? Maybe not. Where the f is it? Okay, here we go. Around 62.6 to 75 centimeters. So about 2.5 feet at the largest end.
That's pretty decent size.
That's pretty big. And they look plump as hell, so I see why they were hunted.
Yeah. Pretty big for a bird.
Just straight up heckin' extinct, kid. They're no more. We ate that entire... Humanity ate that species.
Yeah.
No, just unironically, humanity decided to just eat that entire species. They're gone now. Goodbye. If this was a science fiction series, I'd consider that badass because it's real life just sad. I think about a time, like, what if we went to an alien... I got distracted because I was confused as to what you were trying to hit there.
On a cold winter's night, have yourself a bite of Bandicoot stew.
Man, he was in that time warp for a while.
Yeah.
Imagine an alien species in like a sci-fi setting where they're like, yeah, there was this giant scary predator, but we got really hungry, just ate the entire thing, just all of them. It's like, wow, you guys are scary. I bet the Klingons did something like that.
Probably.
But I mean, the Klingons started as the big scary predator species on their planet, so.
Yeah.
You ever see that episode of TNG where they all devolved to like their
Pre-sapient forms?
Uh,
I
don't think so.
Like Troy was this disgusting fish creature in a bathtub.
and one of the like
I think it was Picard who was devolving into an ape. No, I can't finish the story because he just turned me to jelly is what I was gonna say.
I like his grin he's got there.
He's really happy to be here. He hasn't had a chance to do anything in a long time. He's been stuck watching that stupid mask try to open that portal for like how many years?
God dang it.
Why are you navigating your own traps? Why are these up here, Cortex?
Yeah. Who is this one for?
I just like to live life dangerously. Every game, yeah, I've done this every game ever since the start. You just didn't see me doing it in the background.
Aku, why are you here?
Well, we're from another dimension. I just can't. Were you not paying attention? We just took the Sonic rail grind back in time to find him as a good guy. So I'm helping him to not cause a time paradox. He says, but like in the Grim Reaper's voice.
The Grim Reaper, yeah. I forgot about the Grim thing.
Oh,
No.
oh,
There
my
he is.
Bandicoot! It's been too long.
Bandicoot.
Oops.
Good job.
Just blows himself up.
Kaboom!
Well, that's why the ship blew up.
Yeah. I didn't even remember that ship blowing up.
He's gonna finish the rest of the level. Here's the end of the level.
Yeah.
Says Punk Crash. Bang bang. Ooh.
Wee. Be careful, Crash.
Careful, Crash. You're about to cactus jack your way through the next level with those finger guns. Time doesn't know who that is.
I've apparently did this already.
Well, never mind about Tana. We're moving on. There might have been a previous Tana level or whatever, but who cares?
I can go back and look.
Is that zombie Coco we just saw? Go back.
Which one?
Zombie Coco.
I think it might be a dinosaur Coco, actually.
How come they didn't go full on? Look, Crash is a whole ass Triceratops.
Yeah.
She's just got some face paint on. Commit, goddammit. Where's your fucking skateboard, Coco?
Where is your skateboard, Coco? I guess we can go do this Dingodile level that I haven't done yet, apparently.
Gonna go do the Stinko-dial, dilly.
No dillo-dallying.
Oh, you just skipped directly to the levels from this menu?
Yeah.
But you didn't get to roll around at the speed of sound.
I didn't get to roll around at the speed of sound, but it takes a while to walk back.
Damn, time's hitting up that speed run strat right now.
That's more like
I gotta get there in time for the bourbon bowl. Yeah, hop on there so I can help the mud dogs.
Time, drive that. What's it called? What the hell is that thing called? Help me.
I don't remember.
I'll look it up. Giant fan boat.
The
Airboat is okay.
Is it just airboat?
I guess it's just called an airboat. Also known as a plane boat, or swamp boat, bayou boat, or fan boat. Drive that fan boat into the bourbon bowl so you can help the mud dogs win this bourbon bowl. Ever watch Waterboy time?
I think I have.
One of the last good Adam Sandler movies. And by good, I mean, it was funny. Which I guess is what it was. Time! The bourbon bowl needs you!
Well. That thing does not stop. as it turns out.
I'm a water boy. Have you not seen it?
I think I have.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where he's a football player.
Yeah.
But, like, not the other one where he's a football player. It's the one where he does the usual Adam Sandler shit, where, like, a really hot girl is interested in him for no fucking reason. And he's a super good guy, but nobody gives him a chance because of some kind of, like, everyone thinks he's stupid or whatever. But at the end, he not only proves that he's amazing, but he also gets the girl. Just like every Adam Sandler movie for a while.
Just like every Adam Sandler movie, yeah.
They're all the same. That one, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds. I watched way too many Adam Sandler movies growing up.
I never really liked Adam Sandler that much.
My family fucking loved Adam Sandler when I was growing up. They thought he was the most hilarious person. And some of those jokes I'll still think of, and like I agree, it's pretty funny, but I grew up with it, so I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I could watch Waterboy today, and I'd still think it's pretty funny.
I don't even remember which ones I've even seen, honestly.
So that was back when Adam Sandler was still making some pretty decent films. Nowadays, it's like he just kind of shows up, and like he just cashes a check because he doesn't have to do anything. He does his little money laundering scheme with his friends that they could just put some ads in a movie for a while. What was the one with the twins, Jill and Jane, I think it was called? Which had like an entire commercial musical scene with Al Pacino doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial or something.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a whole section dedicated to Al Pacino doing a musical like commercial for Dunkin' Donuts. And that was like the climax of the movie.
Water. Smells like
That was like the climax of the movie where like the brother of the Jill and Jane twins that Adam Sandler played both of was spending the whole movie trying to get Al Pacino for this ad because he like runs an ad agency or something. The whole thing was him trying to get him for that commercial, and then at the end he gets it for the commercial, and guess what? You get to watch it.
Great.
Did you know Dunkin' Donuts was a thing? Go buy their burnt beans and shitty donuts, everybody. They sell donuts? I don't even know.
I assume so.
I only know them for their coffee.
I mean, they're called Dunkin' Donuts, so they better.
You'd think. Burger King calls themselves the king of burgers, but I mean, I don't know about that one either. It could be false advertising time. I don't know.
They absolutely are not that, that's for sure.
Subway calls themselves Subway, but every time I've gone there, they have no trains available. What's that about?
False advertising. Illegal.
False advertising. I've been late to numerous job interviews. It's their fault. Every time I show up, they're like, we don't have trains here. It's like, where are you going, Subway? Time, you're not catching you. Oh, well.
This, the timing is a little tight.
Well.
I gotta move, okay.
You gotta move and move in time. Just like popular song from that one series that had way too many sequels.
There are so many of those, though.
How many are there? I actually don't know. I thought that they stopped at 3. Do they keep going?
I'm not sure.
By too many, I mean it went beyond 1. What else was there to say about these characters? Were they not even in Madagascar in the sequels?
I honestly am not sure. They must have stayed in Madagascar, right?
That goofy ass series, that, like those few years of those movies were coming out where like Madagascar and like Over the Hedge and shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
One of those cluster movies. Whoa.
I know the
Crikey!
Penguins got their own
They got a Nickelodeon series.
TV series, yeah.
Well, I guess he's just gone forever.
I guess he's the reason this was here.
Did he originally turn around and look at the camera with a question mark before?
He might have.
Because I feel like we would have commented on that. I mean, at this point, we're talking about Madagascar, so maybe we wouldn't have. I don't know. Yeah. Madagascar movie, 2005 time. 2005 that came out.
2005.
It came out heckin' 5,000 years ago.
5,000.
How many sequels did this get? Let me see here.
Probably a lot. It was at least 3, I think.
It only had 2. I was right.
Really?
It had 2 direct sequels, but then it had a spin-off series in the Penguins of Madagascar for Nickelodeon. And then it had a spin-off film called Penguins of Madagascar in 2014.
Oh.
So it had a 4th film, but it was part of the spin-off for the Penguins.
Penguins were very popular, apparently.
There's also a prequel series entitled "Who the F Cares?" Like, I want to know where these animals were before they were in the zoo. The answer is they were in the zoo.
They were, yeah. No, they were wild caught.
That's dangerous.
A thing that zoos do, I guess, occasionally, maybe.
I don't think they're allowed to do that in most places. Are they allowed to do that in America? I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do that in America.
I think they do it for, not like actually catching them, but like...
Rehabilitation or like healing them or something. Not lions and They don't catch lions to fix them. If they die in the wilderness, like, well, they're lions. I mean, that kind of happens. It also spawned a bunch of short films, which might be why you're thinking there's more.
Maybe.
Video games. I remember my little brother had one of the video games based on Madagascar 2, I think. No, Madagascar 1, and I had to play it for him because kids can't play video games.
Yeah.
So every time he'd have trouble, I'd be like, can you just, like, my parents would be like, can you play a game for him? He's having a game. It's like, no, if I could play it for him. Well, I didn't say because I was like a teenager. But no, if I play it for him, then he's just going to have a harder level afterwards. He's going to want me to play that one too. Can you just do it? So I'd end up playing the whole goddamn game for him. I had to do that for a few games. There was one game where it was, you remember that Marvel fighting game? Well, it wasn't a fighting game, but it was like a brawler-ish game. Where like it was called Nemesis or something, and it was the whole premise was a bunch of dweebs that were green coated came out and were corrupting a bunch of the Marvel characters to be bad guys. Marvel video game Nemesis.
I don't think I remember that.
You think or you don't think?
I don't think.
Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects.
I've definitely heard that title. The title is familiar, but
Classified as a fighting game, came out in 2005, so no wonder you don't remember because it was fucking a long time ago. 19 years ago?
it was a million years.
19 years. At the time of recording. When you dig up this server from YouTube 50,000 years from now, we're referring specifically to the year of recording 2024 and the year of release 2005, so...
When the future archaeologists uncover this video.
When they show up and they start carefully dusting off the hard drives that this is stored on. like it's Alan Grant with the bones at the start of Jurassic Park. Anyway, the point is, this is a fighting game, so that means that if he has trouble with one boss, they just get harder after that.
Or 502 boxes on that level.
Yeah. Get dingo dillied, idiot.
That's a lot.
Dilly harder, dingo boy.
Apparently. Well, I guess we'll have to finish Dinosaur Island next time.
Maybe next time we'll defeat the Marvel Nemesis and Rise of the Imperfects.
Yeah, we're gonna beat up Evil Hulk, or whatever.
Time didn't know it's in time. They didn't even invent Hulk by the time the game came out.
Yeah, they didn't invent the Hulk.
I'm scanning. Hulk isn't in the game, nerd. You're wrong. Thing is in the game, though. That's pretty cool. He never gets included in these games.
Yeah, you don't see Thing a lot.
Well, maybe next time we'll fight the imperfect Thing in Rise of the Nemesis Marvel's Forever Vengeance.
Yeah. Next time.